Hello and welcome. Let's look at the sky from July 5th through July 11th. This is a softer, slower kind of week. Less about chasing something new and more about finishing what's already in motion. Mercury is still retrograde, so conversations may circle back and old topics may quietly resurface. On Monday, a tense square between the Sun and Saturn asks you to take one part of your life more seriously, to grow, to steady yourself, to carry your own weight. On Tuesday, Neptune turns inward, lowering the noise so you can finally hear your own thoughts. And when Venus moves into Virgo midweek, the mood becomes gentler, more grounded, more healing. Old feelings may return, not to trap you, but to show you what you've outgrown. So take your time this week. Patience is the real gift here. Let's begin. Aries and Aries rising. This week, you may feel pulled between home and the person you're becoming. Picture yourself in a doorway, one foot in each room, unsure which way to lean. With Mercury still retrograde in your home and family life, this isn't the time to force big decisions or push a tense conversation to a conclusion. Let it breathe. Monday's pressure between the Sun and Saturn may feel like the foundation needs rebuilding before you can move forward, and that's okay. On Tuesday, Neptune turns inward, and you may quietly start questioning your own direction, your image, the goals you set just months ago. By midweek, Venus brings relief through small caring routines, better sleep, a calmer schedule, a kinder way of treating your body. And by the weekend, a steadier confidence around money and self-worth may return, one patient step at a time. For Taurus and Taurus rising, this is a week to slow down and tie up loose ends. Picture a half-written letter left on your desk, something you meant to finish, still waiting for you. Mercury retrograde may bring delays with messages, paperwork, or a conversation that stalled somewhere along the way. So check the details before you commit to anything. But there's real warmth here too. As Venus shifts signs, an old love, a forgotten hobby, or a creative spark you set aside may quietly find its way back. You don't have to relive the past, just notice what still has meaning, and what's ready to be released. Underneath it all, Neptune turns your attention inward, and you may hear your own intuition more clearly than you have in a while. By the weekend, the weight lifts, and everything starts to feel a little lighter. Gemini and Gemini rising, money and self-worth move to the center of your week. Imagine sitting at a kitchen table late at night, quietly going over your numbers, trying to make sense of them. With your ruler, Mercury, retrograde here, a payment may be delayed, or an old financial question may resurface and ask to be answered. This isn't the week for bold spending. It's the week for honest review. Then Venus moves into your home and family life, and the energy warms considerably. You may feel drawn to organize a room, soften your space, or spend a slow evening with the people who feel like home. Something in your wider social world may also quietly ask for your attention. A friendship, a group, a goal you've been putting off. A peaceful home may be exactly what helps you feel grounded enough to face it all. This week, Cancer and Cancer rising, the light turns gently inward, toward you. Picture yourself at a mirror in the soft light of early morning, really seeing yourself for the first time in a while. With Mercury retrograde in your sign, people may misread your words, or you may find yourself explaining things twice. Don't rush the conversations that matter. On Tuesday, Neptune softens, and deeper questions about your path, your work, your public role, even the whole direction of your life may rise quietly to the surface. Sometimes a single small realization is enough to loosen something that's been stuck for months. Venus helps you speak from the heart and reconnect with someone you care about. And a friend may offer exactly the support you didn't know you needed. Be patient with yourself. You're allowed to move slowly right now. Leo and Leo rising. Before your season arrives, this week asks you to rest. Picture a single warm window glowing in the dark, quiet and unhurried. So much is moving behind the scenes for you right now, in places no one else can see. Mercury retrograde invites you to slow down, recharge, and let some things stay unfinished a little longer. You may also find yourself rethinking a belief you once held firmly, or a plan tied to travel, study, or the future. There's encouraging news around money too. You may uncover a new way to earn from a skill you already have. And a career door may open a little wider, offering quiet support just when you need it most. Your time in the spotlight is coming soon. There's no need to chase it. Let this be the calm before you shine. For Virgo and Virgo rising, this is your moment to begin stepping forward. Picture yourself moving out of the shadows and into a soft, flattering light that finally feels like it belongs to you. Early in the week, you may reconnect with old friends or rethink where you're heading. And Mercury retrograde could stir a few small misunderstandings. So stay patient and kind. But here's the real shift. Venus is now in your sign. You may feel more confident, more magnetic, more willing to put your own needs first for once. An old relationship pattern may resurface, not to pull you backward, but to reveal how much you've grown. On a quieter level, tangled matters around shared money may slowly start to clear. This is a beautiful week for self-care and for finally choosing you. Libra and Libra rising. Your career is drawing attention this week, even if the pace feels frustratingly slow. Imagine a still office after everyone has gone home, the work still waiting, but softer now, more reflective. Mercury retrograde may stall your plans or reshuffle your timelines, so try not to let the shifting details get under your skin. At the same time, Venus, your ruler, encourages you to step back, rest, and gently set down some emotional weight you've been carrying far too long. Partnerships you weren't quite sure about may start to look different in this softer light. Not every important change announces itself loudly. Sometimes the ones that matter most happen quietly, in the background, while you finally let yourself breathe again. Trust that something is shifting, even if you can't see it yet. This week, Scorpio and Scorpio rising, you're invited to step back and take in the bigger picture. Picture yourself on a hill at dusk, looking out over a wide, open horizon that stretches farther than you remembered. Plans tied to travel, study, or a legal matter may move slower than you'd like. So stay flexible and let the timing find its own shape. There's warmth on the way too. Venus brings supportive people back into your world. You may reconnect with an old friend, or someone you once worked closely with. A collaboration or shared goal may quietly come back to life. And as the weekend arrives, your health and daily rhythm feel especially favored. One small, practical step toward feeling better, a walk, a good night's sleep, a lighter workload, may matter more than you expect. Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, this week gathers around shared resources and trust. Picture two people leaning over the same open ledger, working out what belongs to whom and choosing to be honest about it. Mercury retrograde asks you to review your financial agreements rather than rush into anything new, reread the terms. Revisit the fine print, ask the questions you skipped the first time. Meanwhile, Venus turns a warm light toward your career and reputation. People are beginning to notice the work you've quietly been doing. The effort that went unseen for so long, an old professional connection may even resurface. Keep going. You're moving in the right direction, even when the progress feels slow. The recognition you've been hoping for may be closer than it looks. For Capricorn and Capricorn rising, relationships take the lead this week. Picture two chairs finally turn toward each other, ready for the honest conversation you've both been avoiding. Mercury retrograde may bring an old discussion circling back. And this time, you have a real chance to clear the air and say what went unsaid. On Tuesday, Neptune softens matters around home and family, and something long unclear may slowly start to come into focus. At the same time, Venus opens the door toward travel, learning, and experiences that widen your world beyond its usual walls, so keep an open mind. Someone, or something, may surprise you. A fresh perspective may arrive just when you were sure the story had already ended. Let the conversation carry you somewhere new. Aquarius and Aquarius rising, this is a good week to bring some order back to your days. Picture a cluttered desk being cleared one drawer at a time, until the space slowly starts to feel like yours again. Mercury retrograde may bring delays at work or last-minute changes to your schedule, so hold your plans loosely and stay flexible when things shift. On a deeper level, Venus helps you heal something emotional and take a wiser, calmer approach to money you share with others. You may finally feel safe enough to set down a worry you've been carrying quietly for a long time. Support around home or family may arrive right when you need it. By the weekend, the scattered pieces begin to settle, and life feels far more balanced than it did just days ago. Pisces and Pisces rising, love and creativity move to center stage this week. Picture an unfinished canvas catching the warm afternoon light, patiently waiting for you to return to it. Mercury retrograde may bring back an old relationship or a creative project you never quite completed, so don't rush to decide anything. Give yourself room to feel it out and see where it wants to go. At the same time, Venus brings more harmony into your relationships, making it easier to reach the people you love, and easier for them to reach you. A gentle conversation may heal something that felt tangled before. Let this week be soft. Let it be tender. And let yourself receive the good that's quietly making its way toward you. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember, the stars don't decide your future. They simply help you see it more clearly. So whatever this week holds, move through it gently and trust yourself along the way. Until next week, take care.